4.2 Adam Smith, Laissez-faire capitalism, and Smith's critique of mercantilism. In the budding capitalism occurring around him, Smith saw the possibilities for an economic system that he hoped could solve the major problems of mercantilism. That system was limited laissez-faire, lightly regulated, capitalism. Laissez-faire is French for let it be. When applied to the economy, a laissez-faire approach means letting the market run without significant interference from the government. Adam Smith, 1723–1790, pictured in Figure 4.1, lived most of his life in Scotland, where he was surrounded by dynamic entrepreneurs such as his friend, James Watt. Watt invented a revolutionary steam engine that was an essential part of the Industrial Revolution. These entrepreneurs needed access to new markets for inputs and goods so that they could produce on a larger scale. The only way to recoup the large investment needed to set up a factory was to get inputs at low prices and to sell large quantities of the product that the factory was producing. But mercantilist monopolies dominated trade, charging high prices for the commodities that entrepreneurs needed as inputs and limiting entrepreneurs' access to foreign markets. Smith argued that mercantilist policies were limiting economic growth and preventing the alleviation of poverty for three main reasons. First, with every European country strictly regulating trade and preventing imports of manufactured goods, manufacturing firms could only produce for the domestic market. With free trade, firms would be able to sell their products to multiple countries, and that would allow them to produce more goods on a larger scale, which would be more efficient. Factories could be larger, which would promote the development of additional machinery and workers with more specialized skills. Below, we will go into more detail about the importance of specialization. Second, mercantilist policies reduced competition, allowing monopolies to form in key sectors. Without competition, monopolistic firms did not have to be efficient or innovative to make a profit. Thus, the creation of monopolistic markets was a major barrier to development, keeping prices high and growth low. Third, Smith objected to mercantilist policies to suppress wages. These policies encouraged employers in a particular trade or geographical area to form a trade association, which could then meet to set wages at the lowest possible level. If employers were instead forced to compete with each other for workers, they would tend to bid up wages in seeking to lure the best people from other firms. Agreeing to a fixed wage rate for the area eliminated such competition and kept wages low. In Smith's view, the two great evils of his era were the government and the monopolies that set up the mercantilist system for their own benefit. The way to solve the poverty problem was, he thought, to stop the government from interfering with markets and to let competition force firms to be efficient and innovative. This, he hoped, would raise the standard of living of all citizens, especially the poor. Figure 4.1 Adam Smith,